What's the rush? Having gone without one for years, Rhode Island finally has a new medical examiner. An NBC 10 I-Team reporter, Marius Tarau, just sat down with the new doc in town.
For the first time in 8 years, Rhode Island has a new chief medical examiner.
Is that a lot of pressure?
It is.
Dr. Marius Tarau has over 2 decades of experience. He comes to Rhode Island from Missouri after first interviewing for the job years ago.
Why didn't you get the job 6 years ago?
That's a good question. For personal reasons, on one side, this office was under the state crime lab, if I remember correctly. Was a totally different leadership from top to bottom. The salary was not very attractive.
Tarau withdrew his name from that application process, but gave it another go when the state raised the salary to $393,750 a year, a steep increase from his predecessor, who earned about $240,000. Now that he's here, pay will continue to be one of his biggest battles, but not for himself.
The biggest issue right now, or my priority, is to hire some assistant medical examiner.
Tarau wants to hire 2 assistant medical examiners. With a nationwide shortage of forensic pathologists, that'll require the state to pay up. The office has 8 forensic pathologists, but only 2 of them are full-time state employees.
Does that pose challenges?
Obviously, I mean, they are not here. They're here for one day doing autopsies, but they might come back into the office 1-2 weeks later.
The medical examiner's office lost full accreditation years ago after failing to close out 90% of cases in 90 days due to staffing shortages.
The report is ready, but the contractor doctor is not here for the next 3 weeks, so that's an example of the challenges we are facing.
In 2022, the office closed 38% of cases in 90 days. In 2023, only 20% of cases were closed in that time frame.
There's a lot of impact, especially on the families who are waiting for closure. It might be a delay in criminal cases. There's a lot of issues that can stem from the delay.
But he admits speeding up cases won't happen immediately.
The accuracy of the information is more important than the speed. I'll do my best to make this office one of the most performant offices in the country.
Reporting in Cumberland for the NBC 10 I-Team, I'm Marius Tarau.